Okay, folks, today I'm going to do a review of Dyson, a new free game, which I'll post the link on how to get to. It's totally free, legally free, and I found it was coming on Steam, so I looked it up and was going to see if I could, get it online, see if it was already out. Now, right now you're looking at Dyson. It is a single player. I mean, they're working on it. They might do multiplayer. I don't know yet. It's totally free. There's 6 levels right now. They're updating it constantly, so there's always new levels to play. It shows you how to play. You can select color models. You can do all turquoise, make it red and dark or pink or whatever you want to do. And I'm just going to show you the basics and the good and pros and cons of this game. So I'll play level 1 right now. Now, it usually shows you a little bit of thing. You have to the point of the game is to conquer all the asteroids, as many asteroids as you can. Now, you start out with a few of these little guys. They're called seedlings. You can make up names, whatever you want for them. They look like mosquitoes, whatever, right? Alright, you start out with about 60 in the first levels, alright? You get dwindled down, you have to get really good at the game. Alright, now it's easy painting around the thing. You just, click the center scroll wheel, whatever. You move it up and down to zoom in and out. If you're on a laptop, they actually moved into the side keys and the arrow keys. You can R and F are zoom in and zoom out for the keyboard. I mean, you can use just about anything for it. Now, to select the planet, you just left click it. Now, if you want to move these seedlings, I recommend right clicking. You can right click as many, and you hold it down and it speeds up on how many seedlings you want to go, or just click it and it drags all of them over. Now I'm going to scout out these 4 planets by right-clicking once and then left-clicking the planet I want them to go to. Now they're going to zip on over there and see what's there. Now this planet is totally empty, so I'll probably colonize that one first. Now there's people here, and they're going to attack my person, so I'm going to right-click, hold it down, and I'm going to get about 20 people. I'm going to send them over there to help him. Now, these 2 are empty, and this one's full of about 23 enemies. So, I'm just gonna busy myself with attacking these guys and taking over the other planets. Now, the game isn't exactly super action-packed. All you have to do is click click where you want them to go, and they go there and fight their way out. You don't have to... It's very simple. The graphics are simple. You don't really have to do that much. But for a non-violent strategy game, just to chill out, after hard days of work, yeah, right, it's a fun game, I mean, you get into it, and it's pretty cool. Now, I've built up armies of, 600 or more of these guys. Now, on one planet, you can only have about 500 at a time, unless you send them both to the same planet at about the same time. Then they'll get there at about the same time, therefore they accumulate to a bigger number. That's how I've gotten up to 600 people. Or seedlings, I should call them. Now, your main defenses and building are the trees. Now, these guys are starting to attack. I'll probably have quite a few losses. But right now I'll explain what the trees are. There's these trees which produce the seedlings. And the seedlings can colonize a planet. You need about 15 or so to make one tree, which essentially will colonize an empty planet. Now, there's 2 different types of trees. There's the seedling tree and the defensive tree. The defensive tree has little spores on them, and they shoot out and explode on other enemies. Depending on how powerful they are, they can take out 5 at a time, or take 3 to blow up one enemy. Now, that depends on each planet has its own seedling ratio. As you can see down here in the bottom, there's energy, which is really low on this planet, which means it'll be very weak. Or actually the attack is weak, but it's relatively powerful and it's relatively fast. Now this is an okay planet, but it just doesn't have the firepower. Your home world always has averaged out in a good way. Now this one here focuses more on speed and average strength and energy. This one back here has very good energy, which is very powerful, but has very little strength and very little speed. So usually they come in after to attack the trees, which is why I use them. But, yeah, I'll just show you some extra gameplay here and get things going. I mean, you really never have to use anything more than your mouse the whole game. And the music's not exactly good. I mean, I could turn it on, but it probably just isn't exactly. I mean, there's full screen, all that stuff, but yeah. Music's just whimsical, I guess. I mean, I guess that's what you could call it, but that's about all it is. Alright, now I just click this down here. These two icons is either you click a seedling tree or a defensive tree. And those decide if you want to build all seedling trees and use the seedlings to defend your planets, or you want to build like one of these on each planet, which is usually what I do. Alright, I'm going to send one of these guys to explore this really big planet right here. I mean, it's a simple game. It's pretty easy, you know. Fun gameplay for people who don't want to have, like, all blood and guts and blowing people's legs off and stuff, you know. I mean, and sometimes it takes a while. Like, I've spent an hour playing, like, level 5 before. Like, these, if you're really good at it, it'll take you, like, 10 minutes. But, I mean, there's tons of different strategies to it, and it's pretty well planned out. There's no bugs. It hasn't crashed on me yet. Knock on wood. But, I mean, yeah, there's very little, there's no bugs in the game. It's got a lead designing team backing it up. They're working on multiplayer and other forms of AI, because they need to update the AI, because they were saying the AI isn't exactly, how I should say, smart, which really they aren't, because they, wow, that's stupid. But whatever, they're not exactly bright, because they'll hop from planet to planet and just go through your whole solar system, and you won't be able to attack them, which can be both annoying and just dumb. Like, why don't they just mass up and attack a planet? Which they do once in a while. But, yeah, they've caught me off guard a few times. I'm going to send over about 15 of these guys to help colonize this little planet here. Send over a few from this planet over here. Now, the reason, there's like a few bugs. Like, as you saw, I tried taking one of these guys to scout out this planet. For some reason, they don't go from dead planet to dead planet, or uncharted or undiscovered planet, because for some reason they just can't, like, you can't send them to this planet and then send them to that planet, unless you've colonized this planet, which is another thing they're going to work on.